Want to say it a little louder?
What?
Want to say it louder? A little louder.
I picked her up.
Did you?
Let's say it again.
Everyone deserves the right to a good job.
Yes.
I don't bother.
If you're interested in safe and sustainable food supply and the right to be informed as a citizen, there's a petition drive going on right now to urge the FDA to require labeling of genetically modified organisms in our food. And if you'd like to sign that petition, you can go to justlabelit.org.
Imagine if you get tilted in an eco.
Thank you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Allison, and it's a beautiful Friday in Friday Harbor, and I think it's a good one. Maybe it's Friday the 13th, but that's okay. And I just have a couple of brief announcements. One is, those of you who are willing to call yourselves Democrats and don't want to call yourselves Republicans, at least for the day, are welcome to come to the Democratic Caucus, which is going to be at the Grange, and that's, wow.
1 o'clock.
That is tomorrow. No, wait a minute. No, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday the 15th. Okay, 2 days from today, and it's going to be at 1 o'clock, and it has to go until 2 o'clock, but it may not go much longer, depending on how people want to stay. Probably around 3 or so, and there will be cookies, coffee, and tea, and I'm sure of that because people are donating their cookies, and I'm coordinating the effort, so there will be cookies, I can assure you. So come to the caucus, and you can possibly be a delegate to a convention or something, or you could vote on resolutions. We have one about the coal terminal that people are trying to propose. We'll hear more about that. Okay, so that's about the caucus. And also, there are movies coming up. There's a movie that's called Koch Brothers Exposed. It's just recently come out. It's recently been released. And we're going to show that here in Friday Harbor twice. The first time will be the 21st, which is Saturday. And that will be, I think, from 3:30 to 5:30. You'll be seeing notices. And the other showing will be on Sunday, the 29th. And those showings will be at the library, and that showing on the 29th will be in the evening. We'll find out exactly when. So there you are. Put it on your calendars. It promises to be a good movie. It's put out by Brave New Television. That big stuff. So, thank you.
You work for something else. You might have to talk.
It's been the law of the land for at least a couple of decades now, probably more, that if you have men and women in your workplace that are doing the same work, you have to pay them equally. Just a few years back, I don't remember exactly what year the case began. There was a lady who worked for a major corporation. I believe the corporation was Goodyear. Her name was Lily Ledbetter. Worked there for 30 years.
Good question. We'll pass it
And
on.
was just about to retire when someone slipped her a note informing her that for her entire career, all of her male peers had been paid about 30% more than she had earned during that period. So Ms. Ledbetter, even though she was a loyal employee and had enjoyed her work, thought this wasn't fair, so she filed suit under the law that had been in place for quite some time. In this case, she got a favorable ruling, but of course it was appealed and it wound its way all the way to the Supreme Court. I'm talking about the current Supreme Court that we have now, or minus one or two members. However, the outcome of that decision was that they ruled 5-4 with the usual characters voting against her, that no, the letter of the law called for her to file suit within 6 months of the action of the offense that occurred. Well, she didn't know about it. It had been going on for 30 years, and she didn't know about it until right before she was ready to retire, and she filed suit within 6 months of finding out about it. But they said, no, that wasn't good enough. If you're not being paid in accordance with the law, you have to file suit within 6 months of when the offense occurred, even though it's ridiculous. It's because she had no knowledge of it. Subsequent to that, Congress fixed that little hole in the law with a law that's called the Lilly Ledbetter Equal Pay Act. It was the first law signed into law by current President Obama. Flash forward to recent months, and you'll notice there's a lot of hoopla in the country about the Republican war on women, fighting against the need for people who offer insurance to also cover women's health, like birth control. In Wisconsin, the current Republican governor just repealed a state law, saying that you have to pay men and women equally in that state, and so on. And as you may have noticed, the Republicans are getting quite a bit of guff about this. So just this week, the presumptive nominee held a press conference to try to counter all that and describe all the ways in which they were, his campaign and the Republican Party in general were very supportive of women, especially on the economic issues. But one of the first questions was, do you support the Lilly Ledbetter Equal Pay Act? And Romney and his advisors looked at each other, huddled for just a second, and said, we'll get back to you on that. What a way to start a press gaggle on how much you support women. So think about that when you go to vote in November, especially you women. And it's a great day here in Friday Harbor. Hope it is wherever you are. Thanks.
Well, congratulations to Vermont. The legislature in Vermont just passed the resolution asking the Congress to have a constitutional amendment sent out to the states, and we all need to make this constitutional amendment stick, because we have got to get... Corporations are not people. Only human beings are people, and money is not speech. So we have to get money out of the political arena so that we can have a real democracy again in our elections. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were 2 lines, so I...
Woof.